We live?
Yes, we are. Yes, sir. You know what time it is. It's Parks-Stanford time. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joshua Parks-Stanford. What's so funny?
It's just, I can't help it, dog. It's just the way you do it.
I'm Spider Pits.
I'm Spider Pits, guys.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Allie.
And today we're in chapter number 19.
Don't put my name in question mark this time. Put an exclamation point instead.
Alright, so you got a base point this time. This party started.
Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed. That evening, the two angels came to the entrance of the city of Sodom. Lot was sitting there, and when he saw them, he stood up to meet them. Then he welcomed them and bowed with his face to the ground. "My lords," he said, "come to my home to wash your feet and be my guests for the night. You may then get up early in the morning and be on your way again." "Oh no," they replied. "We'll just spend the night out here in the city square." But Lot insisted. So at last they went home with him. Lot prepared a feast for them, complete with fresh bread made without yeast, and they ate. But before they retired for the night, all the men of Sodom, young and old, came from all over the city and surrounded the house. They shouted to Lot, "Where are the men who came to spend the night with you? Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them." So Lot stepped outside to talk to them, shutting the door behind him. "Please, my brothers," he begged, "don't do such a wicked thing. Look, I have two virgin daughters. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do with them as you wish. But please, leave these men alone, for they are my guests and are under my protection." "Stand back," they shouted. "This fellow came to town as an outsider, and now he's acting like our judge. We'll treat you far worse than those other men." And they lunged toward Lot to break down the door. But the two angels reached out, pulled Lot into the house, and bolted the door. Then they blinded all the men, young and old, who were at the door of the house, so they gave up trying to get inside. Meanwhile, the angels questioned Lot. "Do you have any other relatives here in the city?" they asked. "Get them out of this place, your sons-in-law, sons, daughters, or anyone else, for we are about to destroy this city completely. The outcry against this place is so great it has reached the Lord, and he has sent us to destroy it." So Lot rushed out to tell his daughters' fiancés, "Quick, get out of the city. The Lord is about to destroy it." But the young men thought he was only joking. At dawn the next morning, the angels became insistent. "Hurry," they said to Lot. "Take your wife and your two daughters who are here. Get out right now, or you will be swept away in the destruction of the city." When Lot still hesitated, the angel seized his hand and the hands of his wife and two daughters and rushed them to safety outside the city. For the Lord was merciful. When they were safely out of the city, one of the angels ordered, "Run for your lives and don't look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the mountains or you will be swept away." "Oh no, my Lord," Lot begged. "You have been so gracious to me and saved my life, and you have shown such great kindness. But I cannot go to the mountains. Disaster would catch up to me there and I would soon die. See, there is a small village nearby. Please let me go there instead. Don't you see how small it is? Then my life will be saved." "All right," the angel said. "I will grant your request. I will not destroy the little village. But hurry. Escape to it, for I can do nothing until you arrive there." This explains why that village was known as Zoar, which means little place. Lot reached the village just as the sun was rising over the horizon. Then the Lord rained down fire and burning sulfur from the sky on Sodom and Gomorrah. He utterly destroyed them, along with the other cities and villages of the plain, wiping out all the people and every bit of vegetation. But Lot's wife looked back as she was following behind him, and she turned into a pillar of salt. Abraham got up early that morning and hurried out to the place where he had stood in the Lord's presence. He looked out across the plain toward Sodom and Gomorrah and watched as columns of smoke rose from the cities like smoke from a furnace. But God had listened to Abraham's request and kept Lot safe, removing him from the disaster that engulfed the cities on the plain. Lot and his daughters. Afterward, Lot left Zoar because he was afraid of the people there, and he went to live in a cave in the mountains with his 2 daughters. One day, the older daughter said to her sister, "There are no men left anywhere in this entire area, so we can't get married like everyone else, and our father will soon be too old to have children. Come, let's get him drunk with wine, and then we will have sex with him. That way we will preserve our family line through our father." So that night they got him drunk with wine, and the older daughter went in and had intercourse with her father. He was unaware of her lying down or getting up again. The next morning, the older daughter said to her younger sister, "I had sex with our father last night. Let's get him drunk with wine again tonight, and you go in and have sex with him. That way we will preserve our family line through our father." So that night they got him drunk with wine again, and the younger daughter went in and had intercourse with him. As before, he was unaware of her lying down or getting up again. As a result, both of Lot's daughters became pregnant by their own father. When the older daughter gave birth to a son, she named him Moab. He became the ancestor of the nation now known as the Moabites. When the younger daughter gave birth to a son, she named him Ben-Ammi. He became the ancestor of the nation now known as the Ammonites.
Alright, so that was chapter number 19. So basically how can I put this? No, what Josh summarize this.
So basically, I guess I saw the city of some like how you say it,
Sodom area.
and Gomorrah, and was planning on to destroy it. And he, I guess, from the request of Abraham, he requested Abraham to God that Lot wanted to keep Lot safe, and so Lot was very hesitant to leave at first, but then the angel lost his patience, I would say. Like it kind of was like, come on, like let's go. We can't do anything until you leave. So he went to, instead of the mountains, went to the little village, and that's as far as I remember. And then not sure how to summarize that last part of it though. I'm not sure how.
So basically, you know what? The men.
Can you tell me summarize it? That part?
Yes.
The last part?
Yes, the last part.
Basically.
What did I talk about?
No, wait. Basically, since Lot and his daughters lived in a cave, there were like no other people, so in order to continue the family line, both of the daughters had sex with their father and then had 2 sons. And then Lot's wife also got
Pregnant.
put.
Wait, was it pregnant? Put down.
She got turned to
No,
salt.
she got
Oh
turned-
yeah, could turn
Yeah,
yeah,
because she looked back at the city.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's good. The straight to the stone. Yeah, right. I got it straight now.
Yeah, it was kind of like a lot to unpack there, but I think about the part where the angel kept giving him like you need to leave, like you need to leave, and Lot kind of like question like why should I, or like kind of like what's going on. I think he was kind of like confusing the situation, even though he knew what he should do, was still kind of confused with the situation. I feel like I'm trying to put myself in his shoes, trying to figure out like what is really going on right now, and especially like when the men wanted the men inside the house. He was kind of figuring like why, like I don't know, and I think I kind of like see it for me like as like when to be obedient with God when He like tells me to like, hey, do this or don't do that or do this, like, you know, be obedient and not like try my best not to be hesitant about it, even though if I don't know what situation I'm about to go into or what's gonna happen next, because I'm in the back of my mind I should always have like God has my back. He won't like lead me astray. So that's kind of that's how I draw that.
I think Sodom and Gomorrah is a good interpretation of hell. Like that's what hell is truly like, just because the people that were there were obviously, God was destroying the city because of how wicked it had gotten. And the people who were there were, I mean, like, Lot had no regard for his daughters there. Like, he was like, you want my virgin daughters? Like, here you go.
Yeah.
So, like, I just think that place was just so despondent and just, like, been separated from God so much so that it was just absolute chaos. And I think that's what hell is like. Like, hell is like a complete separation from God. Like, God is all present at all times, but people in hell just like have completely chose to separate themselves from anything to do with God. And I think that's what happens is you just live by whatever you feel like whatever you feel like is good. And I think that there's even a place in the New Testament where like Jesus says, like, when he's having the disciples go out and preach to other nations, if the nations reject what the disciples are bringing to them, then the disciples should wipe the dust off their feet, because it'll be like worse for them on the day, or like worse than it was on the day of Sodom and Gomorrah for that nation. And so like that's heavy. Like, I think that's a call to like every single person needs to accept that truth. Yeah.
Anything else?
No, yes. You got something?
Not anything at the moment, I don't think. I mean, I think it's a lot like to now. I feel like back then, it really how it like to now, how people act towards each other. Like, we just have sex with anybody. And yeah, it's kind of sad that this still continue from the Bible times until now.
And I kind of see it, like, especially like the TV shows we watch.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, movies like saying like this is like a normal kind of thing and it shouldn't be, and it's not. So I can see that. And then like especially when you said like when you said about like he just like threw his virgin dollars out there, I was like, yeah, that was actually crazy.
Yeah.
Actually. And I'm like, right, that's
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, before this thing was awkward, let's have a video. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, subscribe to his channel at,
Spider Pits.
and then follow Alicia at JFE247. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Deuces.
You'll get better, twin.
Don't let me stop.
You-